Hello, it's me.
What is up, guys? It's good to see you. I got a really good one today. It is talking about Katie Miller torches sad, pretty, childless AOC for insulting her husband. Cannot wait to get into this. But I had to bring this to you guys. It came up on my feed, and I watched the first little bit of it, and I think it's absolutely great. So as normal, if you have watched the entire video, make sure you put it down in the comments below. Again, I love it when you guys watch most all of the video, because it really helps me push the content out and become more of a degenerate influencer that I always knew I could be. And, I've got to get my big nose popular somewhere. So, without further ado, sit tight, because it is going to be a good one. Here we go. Let's make this big. Y'all know I'm not a good YouTuber. All right. Ho, ho, ho.
Well, welcome back. The media has completely lost
Look at his hair. Oh, my goodness. It's perfect.
Maybe the one whose brain is falling out onto the floor the most is John Oliver.
If ICE can show up and bother some guys at their roofing job, then bystanders should be able to bother ICE at their state-sanctioned kidnapping job. It is only fair.
Encouraging popping tires of ICE vehicles and bothering ICE
Yeah, that sounds like
agents.
terrorism, doesn't it?
Look at this cartoon from the Salt Lake Tribune depicting ICE agents attacking the Statue of Liberty. Now, when it
I'm surprised the
comes to
statue
Democrats,
can run.
It's quite rich when they
That's
try to
awesome.
point fingers at Republicans for doing what they themselves do. Take California Governor Gavin Newsom. His press office posted this image to X that says, "Honey, did you post something negative about the regime?" With what appears to be law enforcement breaking down the door.
They've actually never done that.
Think about it, because back in 2020, a paddleboarder was chased by a boat and arrested in Malibu for flouting coronavirus closures under Gavin Newsom's regime. And then we turn to South Carolina. Authorities there are actively investigating after a judge's house was destroyed by a fire this past Saturday. Now take a look at this headline from Time, already pinning the blame on the right. Investigation ongoing after House of South Carolina judge criticized by Trump administration burns down. And New York Congressman Dan Goldman taking it further, directly blaming members of the administration for the blaze. He posted on X, Trump, Stephen Miller, and MAGA World have been doxing and threatening judges who rule against Trump, including Judge Goodstein. Today, someone committed arson on the judge's home, severely injuring her husband and son.
Where's the proof?
Will Trump speak out against the extreme right that did this?
I'll believe you if you have proof. Show me proof.
Investigators say so far there's no evidence the fire was intentionally set.
Right.
No arson. So unless Stephen Miller can light fires with just his words, it looks like the left...
Hey, now, there was a movie I watched one time, and it was this guy. His name was Ricky Bobby, and he could actually set fires with his mind. All right.
Has no leg to stand on here. And joining me now, host of the Katie Miller podcast and former Doge.
Let's go.
Katie Miller. Katie, great to see you. Can
What's
your
good?
husband start electrical fires with just his rhetoric?
Yes.
He can't start them with his rhetoric. I mean, he sure can light a fire under the base of the Republican Party, but in terms of starting real fires,
he can
no.
start a fire
again,
with his mind. I've seen him.
As we knew, this was a home renovation electrical
He's a wizard,
fire,
Harry.
But yet watching the left consistently spin up
I
these
love
false
Stephen Miller.
narratives.
I love Stephen Miller because he doesn't give a F. He will say whatever the crap he wants to say. I love him. Oh, my goodness.
To try to just do anything they can to undercut the success of President Trump and his administration is despicable. They know their policies are losing from across the spectrum, whether that be their support for open borders, cashless bail, murderers on the streets of D.C. and going against the National Guard and making D.C. safe again. These are the policies that the American public are overwhelmingly rejecting, and all they can do is resort to personal attacks on the right, so that way they feel like they're winning something when they're consistently losing. And again, what is doxing law enforcement officials? Because that's what the left is doing. By calling out judges and their bad rulings that overstep clearly the bounds, that is not doxing officials, that's holding them accountable. And there is quite the difference.
Doxing, like the liberals like to hear a word, like they'll hear a word like Nazi and fascist, and then they'll automatically say, well, we can use that word everywhere because we know what it means now. We heard it once, we just use it with everything. oh, hey, honey, how's your fascist today? And they use it wrong. They don't even know that doxing is where you like, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's like an internet attack. Like it's like a targeted overloading of the network for data or something like that. It has nothing to do with, well, they doxed him and they just have no clue what it means. Like it's an internet attack is for sure what it is.
What they're doing with ICE officers by putting their addresses public and going after their family members.
That's right, like getting public data from their devices and their hardware. It's like tapping into their network.
In Dallas, Texas. That is a quite different perspective and a quite different outcome, as I'm sure
dumb,
you can
chat. I sniffed too much glue.
Yeah, and a quite different outcome to your point of we haven't seen, and this judge's house in South Carolina is not an example of
That's right.
rhetoric on the right causing actual violence. What we can point out is that rhetoric on the left has resulted in at least 2 incidences in the past couple of weeks where someone was killed at an ICE facility in Dallas or with Charlie Kirk. Unfortunately,
Rest
though,
in
by
power,
the way,
Charlie.
Katie, your husband can't be everywhere like he was on CNN shooting down these ridiculous assertions and these ridiculous questions. So that leaves guys like John.
I'll be in heaven with you soon, brother, if I keep up these YouTube videos. Dadgummit, man.
They came over here, walked past me like, I'm funky.
On Oliver, sort of capable of doing it without any real rebuttal. Or AOC, who said this about
AOC.
Stephen during her Sunday live stream.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Stephen Miller is a clown. I've never seen that guy.
I've never seen a bug-eyed liar so incredibly despicable who only can speak lies. I thought the devil was the only one who could speak lies like that.
In real life.
How do you know AOC's lying? Her mouth is open.
But he looks like...
Authorities there are actively investigating after a judge what you're going to be. So I must read short. But Stephen doesn't read short to me. How tall? Is Stephen 4'10"?
No.
He's 5'10", but she's nothing.
He's taller than I am. I'm 5'6". AOC is 4'10".
But a sad, petty, childless adult bemoaning the rich while flying on private.
Sad, petty, childless adult. Brother, man, give it up for this girl.
Planes. If she wants to hurl personal insults, I say bring it on. Because the bottom line is,
What is
all
wrong
these
with you,
left
fool?
snowflakes, all they know how to do is be keyboard warriors or yell into a computer screen instead of actually arguing or having a debate with their counterparts. Because what she knows is that President...
Like, doing a live is an echo chamber of delusions. Like, you guys know this. Like, the internet is a sounding board for delusions, and it's an echo chamber. So, like, whatever she thinks, she feels justified because she made a live where no one combated anything she said. It's like her going to CNN or MSDNC. They're going to just listen to her. They're not going to combat her ideas or how delusional she is. She should go to Fox and use that as a sounding board and see what kind of opinion she gets back, because I guarantee you that's why she's not doing it.
Trump and his administration is more effective in a single 24-hour period than she will ever be in her entire life.
Crucify her. Oh, my gosh. Oh, she's pissed.
Because all she's left to do is yell into the computer screen.
Let's go. She's right, though.
Within her own party, because President Trump is doing what he promised. He's completed every single one of his platform.
Guys, you may not want to hear it. I don't know if we have any liberals in the chat, but if we do, I still love you. Know that I'm doing this from a loving place. I can't stand. I'm a Christian, okay? I cannot stand people lying to others, hurting others, using rhetoric to target others, people being brainwashed. I can't stand it. But here's the thing you need to understand. If you look at stats, we're talking, you take the personality and the opinions off the table. Trump, statistically, bar none, is the best president the United States has ever witnessed this term, ever. There's no one close. Some people say, well, Ronald Reagan. Ronald was good, but Trump, 100 times better. Statistically, we're talking about things he's done in office only. And if you want to get even more personal, Trump was the first Republican to win the popular vote in decades. He won everything that last election. Not only did Kamala get absolutely dumped, which she said it was a close election, it wasn't close at all. Not only did he destroy her, he spanked her and then threw her out of the United States. That's how bad he won against her. It wasn't even a contest. Trump's got stats to back up his name.
commitments at the convention last year. That is more than she can say about her entire time in Congress or her entire life.
All right, check her out at the Katie Miller podcast. We hope to see more of her around here. Thank you so much.
Katie Miller, and you know, okay, so you know she was upset, like, of course she was, absolutely. But, you know, AOC is so irrelevant right now, and they're hanging on to straws with their last of their voters, and they're just all in a circle doing this.
Hello, it's me.
Whatever few are left, they're in a circle saying, hello, it's me, I'm still here. They're so irrelevant right now. I saw another video where it was like they were talking about people who had gone from Democrat to Republican, and the entire United States, even California, had turned red. Like there was not one place that was blue now. And I was just like, wow, J.D. Vance is going to be 2028's president. Or who knows, maybe we'll get Trump a third term. We'll figure it out. But I love watching Katie Miller. She is such an on-fire woman for God. She's such a good person. And, you know, I really like and admire Stephen Miller's just willingness to say what's true and not care about opinion. Like he's only based in facts. And I love seeing him get riled up because he gets as riled up as I do. It's hard to talk politics and see something so blatantly evil and racist from the other side and just sit there and say, oh no, that's okay, because it's not. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like always, if you watch the entire video, make sure you put it down in the comments below. I read all the comments that we get here. So thank you again for spending some time here. And I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Peace.